you guys this Super Sunday on the world of sports. Now, when we look at the first major bit, India versus South Africa, the third T20I is going to take place in Dharamsala. Now, this is the last option for many of the overseas, for the South African players to audition before the IPL auction that's going to take place on Tuesday. So, how will the South Africans get motivated by that? That remains to be seen. But Dharamshala, expect bit of swing. There will be dew. It is far more colder in Dharamshala, and that is why it'll be very interesting to see what the teams do because both matches have been won by the team batting first. Chasing is not as easy as it is made out to be. So that is why the team that wins the toss, let's see how that pans out. Will there be snow? Will there be any other instances? I don't think so. There might be a bit of fog around because up in North India, in this particular part, there is a mixture of smog and fog that has set in. So that is why it's going to be very, very interesting as to what the decision is for the teams. Remember, South Africa have one more chance before the IPL auction. After that, on 17th, let's see how it pans out. But then if it's not just India versus South Africa, you've got double dose of Indian cricket action because today it's India versus Pakistan in the Under-19 Asia Cup that is taking place currently. Now, Vaibhav Suryavanshi, all eyes will be on him because he scored a blazing 171 or 95 in the first game. All eyes will be on him again. Can he decimate the Pakistan bowling lineup? Because remember, 600s in 2025. It's been a dream year for Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Now remember, all these hundreds that he scores, except for the ones that he scored in T20, will be counted. Youth ODIs don't get counted in listing. So that is why this is going to be a very, very interesting development as to how that pans out. So all eyes will be on Vaibhav Suryavanshi for what goes on in the particular match, India versus Pakistan. It is all set to begin at 1 o'clock. Let's see how it goes in that sense. So that is going to be very, very interesting. India versus Pakistan Asia Cup. Now, as far as the Messi G.O.A.T Tour is concerned, today is day 2 of the Messi G.O.A.T Tour, and you're going to see plenty of action there as well. Now, in the morning, Messi's arrived in Mumbai. He's arrived there, and now at 2 p.m., the gates will be thrown open at the Wankhede. 5 p.m., there is going to be a 7 versus 7 match. Who are all going to be there? Sachin Tendulkar, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, is he going to be there? Maybe, maybe not, because we saw visuals of Virat Kohli returning to Mumbai, and perhaps when you look at it, it's either Mumbai or it's Bengaluru, because all the Vijay Hazare games for the Delhi matches will be held in Bengaluru. So, and Chinnaswamy might host those particular games. So, it's going to be very interesting as to the 7 versus 7 encounter at this point in time. So, Messi's second day in India is going to feature the Mumbai event. There'll be a paddleball event as well from 4 o'clock, and then there is at 5:30 there is going to be the match, and then there is going to be a fashion show involving all the Bollywood celebrities with the aim to raise money for charity in that sense. And tomorrow morning, Messi will come to Delhi. He will meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and then after that he is going to have an event here at 1:30 at the Arun Jaitley Stadium. But then it will be very easy and it will be very difficult to see how it can be pulled off because the pollution levels in Delhi have really spiked up. It is really bad in Delhi at this point in time. Grab 4 restrictions are in place. And remember, there's going to be a massive crowd. How are they going to handle the crowd? How it's going to be in that? Those are the logistical challenges in the Delhi leg as well. Mumbai can host well, and that is why logistically it should be far more easier in Mumbai. The timing also is such that maybe 2 o'clock onwards the gates will be thrown open, people will be in the stadium, they can see the match at 5 o'clock. But already the first day, barring the incident in Kolkata and barring some instances of harassment against journalists in Hyderabad, it's already not living up to the expectation, this Messi G.O.A.T Tour. So that is about it as far as day 2 schedule is concerned. Again, arrival in Mumbai morning, 2 o'clock, the gates of the Wankhede will be thrown open. There'll be a paddle match that's going to take place, and then there is going to be the 7 versus 7 match. Sachin Tendulkar, Rohit Sharma are all expected to be there along with Virat Kohli, that we are not sure about it. So let's see how it goes. As far as other sporting events are concerned, the Squash World Cup final is going to take place at 5 p.m. today. It's going to be India versus Hong Kong in the final. Remember, India got through after beating Egypt Egypt are the powerhouses in squash at this point, but there is a disclaimer. The current Egyptian team was the C team that they sent. They didn't send their full-fledged squad to the World Cup because apparently they're not looking at the World Cup. They're looking at other major events as their major focus. So that is why in this World Cup, it is going to be a big situation that is there. So Squash World Cup at 5 p.m. in Chennai, that's going to be huge. The Global Chess League is going to begin from today onwards, but unfortunately there has not been that much of hype. So that is a big problem in itself. There has not been much of hype and the organizers have failed in that duty as well. 6 franchisees are going to ensure that it's going to happen. So it's going to be big. The Global Chess League from 14th to 24th is going to take place at this point in time. And we are also building up to the World Rapid and Blitz event that is going to take place in Doha. So that's also going to be one major chess event which will end the year as it comes. As far as the Ashes are concerned, England and Australia will be practicing today. You only have about 2 more days to go for the test match that will take place on the 17th. So that is one more thing that we are looking at. As far as the Odisha Masters is concerned in badminton, India are really going to go gung-ho at this point in time when you look at, because most Indians have qualified and it's going to be a final encounter that's going to take place today. So the Odisha Masters, it's a big development when you have to look at it. So that is it from the world of sport at this stage. I'll take some comments that are there. Satvik Bagaria saying, when a player like Alistair Cook, who was captain of England, he was removed before ODI World Cup 2015 for not scoring runs and losing 2 ODI series. Why cannot it happen in India with Gill and Surya Kumar? But Alistair Cook was already, if you look at it, was on thin ice. And remember, if 2015 World Cup, he was removed, right? What happened to England in 2015, Satvik Bagaria? Can you just tell me what happened in the World Cup? Did they make it to the semi-final? Did they make it to the final? Did they win the title? No, they didn't. If you remove certain players just 1-2 months before a major tournament, it causes panic. Let's not go by the fact that you managed to get in players 3 months before the T20 World Cup. It was a risk, but it was a risk which paid off. And on luck, you won the T20 World Cup of 2024. Let's make no mistake about it. Sarvesh Gaurav, let's focus on Messi India tour. It's bigger than this T20 today. Wrong, Sarvesh Gaurav. If you look at the entire logistics of it, a Messi coming to India does not make even an iota of a difference to football in the country. It's just people, elitism, corporatism, privilegism, VVIP culture. These 5 things are benefiting from this Messi G.O.A.T tour. And whatever happens from this point in time, elites will get eliter, VVIPs are going to get further more privileges, and you, the fan, my friend, will be taken for a ride, as it has always happened in this country. It's going to happen in that sense. Remove Gill as ODI captain and T20 World Cup. What happened to Abhishek Sharma? Well, let's see if Gill doesn't do well until July of 2026. Then I think he might be removed. And what happened to Abhishek Sharma? I think nations are finding out a way to ensure Abhishek Sharma doesn't score. They're cramping him for room. They are ensuring that he's not given that much of width on the offside and the leg side. So that's why Abhishek will have to adapt accordingly in that sense. And bat first and nationally and post 225 plus at Dharamsala. Well, could happen. But does Dharamsala give you that? Maybe it's a 190-200 kind of a pitch that is there in Dharamsala nationally. So I really don't know how the pitch will at this point in time. So it's going to be very interesting. Who wins the toss is going to be a big challenge. Gill is a good batsman. Remove him as captain just and world and vice captain. See, a vice captain is a ceremonial rubber stamp role. It doesn't necessarily mean that his place is there for granted. Ask a KL Rahul, ask a Hardik Pandya. They were removed. Gill can be removed as the vice captain, but then are you going to make too many changes with just 8 games left for the T20 World Cup? That you have to answer, my friend. It's not an easy job. You can criticize, but the selectors also have a tough job. The selectors, management, if they listen to the outside noise, then they themselves will be in big trouble. And Deba and Majumdar, as in 2015 T20 SA had won in Dharamsala, this time it will be ours. Yeah, sure. I think they chased down 200, if I'm not mistaken, in that 2015 match. JP Dumini was one of the stars at this point in time. So at this point, keep him as batter, no captain in World Cup. I mean, come on. See, you have to understand Indian cricket dynamics, Farhad. This is the last comment I'm taking. Indian cricket always does this. Rohit got the full-time captaincy when Virat decided to step away in the middle of the World Cup cycle, last cycle. Here you are there in this particular situation. You are there 2 years to go for the World Cup. When will you make that transition? You are playing only one format. How on earth then can you ensure that you have three different captains? Three different captains, different logistical communication issue altogether. That's what the BCCI believes in. It's not us saying, and this is what the BCCI believes in, that we are telling you at this point in time. We believe multiple captains, multiple things, it can happen. So at this point in time, Pawan Singh, I can't answer that. It's his prerogative. Iyer as ODI captain, for that Iyer has to recover, my friend. Iyer has to recover, and his recovery now, you'll see him in international cricket only in July. So that is why, that is the problem. Why on earth he changed from our 2024 super hit T20, says Sanju and Abhishek opening Tilak at number 3? Ask the selectors. That's all we can say. The messenger can only ask the selector can only respond, and we can only tell it to you. Simple. That's the way. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this morning wrap. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.